What's going on, everybody? Now with the Hydra out of the crate, it's time to get all the wrapping off and inspect the machine for any damage or anything that looks out of place. So hang on tight and let's get into it. So as you should with any equipment, after you receive it, first inspect the crate itself. If there's damage to the crate, that's probably a sign that you need to contact the seller and just make sure that things are sorted out and handled appropriately. Our crate looked great, so now it's really getting down to how does the machine look? Is there anything that we need to report back to the seller so that way we can get it remedied? In this case, OneLaser. If I see anything that's out of place, I'll work with OneLaser and get a repair, get a fix, get a part. So let's get it unwrapped. All right, so first off, we're just gonna take a walk around the outside and just see if we see any dings, dents, like anything that we're not expecting. But so far, everything looking pretty good. No damage from what I can see on the outside at least. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll open up the main area, the main cabinet workspace of the machine and take a look inside. All right, taking a look inside, everything is looking pretty dang good. I'm not seeing anything falling down, any components that are out of place. Everything looks to be pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead, the keys are right here. So we'll go ahead and cut that off. So that way we can use our keys and open up our hatches, especially the back where the laser tube is, tube back there, and then also the metal RF tube that's down on the side. Want to inspect those, make sure that they look like they're good. So hang on tight, let's get the keys and let's go. Okay, now with all the doors open, let's take a closer look at our compartments. So here is the side with the RF tube, and it looks like everything is in good shape. I don't see anything that's out of place. Tube looks like it's nice and sturdy in here. It does look like I have another little packet here. Oh, so that belongs up there. And then the actual glass tube. So far back here, everything looks good as well. This is the thing that I worry about the most, just if there was any damage to this guy. Because it is glass, it goes a long ways, bouncing around. So making sure that the glass tube looks good. Look inside for this like internal core and just make sure that that all looks good. It's pretty common to see some water in there, some little water spots, because they test these beforehand. So, and then here are some of your components, your low voltage power supply there, and your high voltage power supply over here. Everything looking good. And then all your control board and everything over here. Drivers. So then this one controls like all the components, the motor drivers, all that kind of stuff. The other power supply over there is for that RF tube. But yeah, so machine's looking good. I don't see anything out of place, out of the ordinary. I did loosen up the bed so it can be moved, but I don't see any issues here. Everything underneath looks good. So yeah, let's go ahead, we'll jump and let's look at all the accessories that came with the machine. So that way you just kind of know what to expect and what is extra, so you are ready to put your machine together. All right, so I got the accessories kind of just laid out here. Everything from here over is included with the machine. The chiller, however, is an additional purchase, so just be aware of that as you're building out your cart. If you are getting one of the Hydra machines, you'll definitely need this. X series, they either have an onboard or it's air cooled. This is for the glass tube. So make sure you get that, add it to your cart, or you find one that is going to work for you. Make sure that it is a real chiller and not just a passive guy. So it's going to be a 5000 series or higher. Make sure you get that. But then let's jump into this toolbox. One thing that is in here, so this tool here is to remove your lenses and mirrors. But I did see this guy in here that I don't think I've seen before. This has a wider opening. It is an additional nozzle for your machine, so you could potentially use a longer length lens and not worry about that hitting, or the beam cone actually hitting the nozzle inside of there. So that's cool to see. Jump in here, and in here is going to be all your power cords, your chiller, alarm cable, network connections, your USB cable, and then water lines for the chiller, and then some other cleaning supplies and tools. You got some Allen keys there. So that can go in here. This guy here, this is your antifreeze. So this gets mixed and diluted with water. So basically you throw that whole thing in the chiller and then fill the rest with distilled water. Ducts for your air, or your inline air fan or exhaust fan. One thing that I do love, in that on other machines, you know, they'll throw in a 6-inch fan for a big machine like this. This machine really needs more airflow. So they are coming stock with an 8-inch fan, 8-inch ducting, and the port on the back is actually 8 inches. So it's not a 6 to 8. I mean, I'm glad that they listened and they made that modification for these bigger machines. And then this guy here, this is your stock air pump. Eventually on this machine, I will have a full air assist kit with a compressor, but it is a nice big pump that comes with this machine. So glad to see that they're not underpowering it. But yeah, so pretty big pump. So that way, if you did want to run stock, you totally can. You can do it with this pump. So and then you got some chiller line, or some air pump lines, so that way you can get it all hooked up. And then chiller. So those are all the accessories that you need for this machine. You can get the air assist kit to go with it, and I'll link that here just in case you're wanting to take a look at that. All right, so this one is short and sweet. Being able to go around and do an inspection of the machine and make sure that everything is working order before we power everything up and get everything hooked up is super important. In the next video, we're going to get all of your accessories out, set up, and hooked up to the machine so you can power up your machine and get on with the rest of the setup process. So I hope that you liked this video and it was helpful. Please like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.